Well, guys, welcome back to Lad's Garage. We're not going to race this week. Two reasons. First one, well, the track canceled yesterday anyway because the reminiscences and all that type of stuff of the Hurricane Helene, I think is what they called this one. It literally rained all day long. Everything is just a soupy mess right now. So that's one of the reasons. And the second reason is the Pinto is undergoing a little makeover. So we might be back next week racing vintage cars. How about that? But don't worry. We got a project. And boy, do we got us a project. So as you can see, I got the wife's automobile on the trailer. I've already undone some of the straps. Some of you guys don't worry. I didn't haul it down the road without straps on it. I've already pulled the straps. The old charging pulley decided it wanted to quit charging yesterday, so I'm letting her charge up with the old jump box here, and we're gonna fire it. When we fire it up, I'm gonna leave it on the charger and then jump out, hurry up, and try to get it unhooked. The battery's good. Alternator isn't alternating. So once I start it up and get it off the trailer, I'm gonna move the truck out of the way and nose it into my shop down there. Don't really have room to pull it all the way in, so I'm gonna pull it in pretty good way, as far as I can, and still have room to work. And engineers, I'm gonna tell you, typical old Chevy, you could get to everything up here. You can't even see the alternator up here. We gotta take this off, and according to the Haynes Chilton manual, you got pretty much disassemble the whole car. But little Googles, little YouTubes, and we found an easier way to do it, and that's the way I'm gonna do it. You know what they say, every 2-hour project is one broken charger away from being a quick job. So we're making repairs. Attempt to solder. I ain't soldered in a long time, and I can't find my tip for my butane solder gun, so we're gonna make do with what we got and try to get this thing together. Quick little repair. I got these little heat shrink connectors that got solder on the inside, so that's right. I was going to try to solder it all up myself, but didn't have everything I needed. I needed some flux to dip the wire in and get the solder in, all that fun stuff. So we got the car down here barely. I'm going to try what I found on the YouTubes and all that fun stuff to see if we can't, like these alfalfa mirrors. Ain't got a lot of room to work here. Been nice to pull it up a little bit further, but I got too much junk in the way. Guess I could clear it out and make myself more room, but that'd be too logical, wouldn't it? First things first, everybody has ripped this stupid thing off. Throw that over here. Actually, let's throw it in my other chair. I like sitting in that one. And we got, you guys will hear me say it over and over again, I hate engineers. So this pesky little alternation device is down there underneath everything. Everybody says we need to move this this coolant reservoir. Not a big deal. We'll get that out of the way here. And then we need to pull the inner fender well out, which we may jack the car up, take this tire off. I don't know yet, ain't decided yet. We shall see. Probably take it off. Just be easier, I think. So the experts say we should be able to just take these screws out. Got a couple of these little poppity thingies in there we gotta get out. I don't know if there's anything up here, but they say we can just take the front half of this out. So got the old trusty Milwaukee. Take this stuff apart. There's the alternator right there. Gotta get the belt off of it. The sucker don't look too healthy just from sitting out here. So we gotta get the belt off. Probably get a new one while we're at it. Probably wouldn't hurt. So I went ahead, took the main power wire off here at the box. I think this wire just goes to the ECM. I know this one goes back to the battery. Just wrapped it up with some tape just in case for some reason it touches something and grounds out, which we don't want that to happen. But I need to get in here, get down in there to the alternator, get a couple wires popped off. I have to get this power steering hose out of the way. I don't have to take it off, I just got to get it out of the way. And then there's a pulley back here I got to get loose after I get the belt off, but that's another project. So I ever tell you guys, I hate engineers. Back in the old days, cars were designed for the average guy to fix them. Nowadays, I can't remember, it was like before 2010, around 2010, they were making a big push to make it to where they were trying to make it illegal for, you know, shade tree mechanics like me. That's what you even want to classify me as. They wanted to make it to where we couldn't work on cars, couldn't customize them, blah, blah, blah. That you had to go to a licensed mechanic, and, well, they made it difficult. And it's a little pricey sometimes. You got to buy specialized tools to work on these things. So what we end up with is having to go out and buy specialized tools. Thank God that there's some redneck engineer in a tool company that said, hey, these rednecks need to be able to go out and work on their cars because, well, it just makes life easier. So luckily we got tools to do this stuff, so that's what we're doing. Alright, so trying my best here with the two hands that I got. We gotta get the stud sticking out at the top there, and then there is a pulley right there we gotta get out. Technically there's two studs right there, but this pulley just below the alternator, that's got to come out a little bit too. These engineers, I'm telling you. You know, it's like giving birth to get an alternator out of these things. You come out that little hole there, or try to find another little hole you gotta come out of. Now we got it out. Feels like the bearing's good in it still, but that don't mean that the regulator isn't regulation anymore, or who knows. I just know it's a pain in the butt. After a quick trip to O'Reilly's in Farmington, because my closest O'Reilly's, of course, don't have the part we need, we're now getting to start the reversal process of trying to squeeze this thing up into there, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Did get me this cool little flashlight. It's rechargeable. Figure, what the heck, I need it. Better get it. Now I gotta try to figure out how to get this thing in here. Come on now. Get in there. Oh, don't fall back out the other way. There we go. Now we finally got the alternation unit in the hole. Now we gotta get these studs started. Without cross threading, or any of that fun stuff. I call that good. I think we got both started. Looking good there. I gotta get that other idler pulley started, and that's gonna be a pain in the butt. And just so you guys know, if you don't already have one and you decide to do one of these Acadia or one of these, what is this, a 3.6 or something like that, whatever this is, 3.4, 3.6, I don't know. But either way, if you decide to do an alternator, you got to take the front studs out for the alternator itself. You're going to need an E8 socket. You can guys see, I don't know, I'll try to get a little better light, but that is an E8, not a 8mm, not a, multi-point 8mm. E as in Echo 8. It's the only right socket to get these studs in and out, and they're a pain in the butt once you get them out to get them back in by yourself. An extra set of hands would be nice, but I was only born with 2. It's all put back together. I know it's probably not going to, but I'm going to try to start it the way we're sitting right now. Yeah, we got electricity's going. Nothing. So that means we're going to go up and get the battery charger and see if we can't make this thing start. I can tell you one thing, like all at once started getting real humid, and I look around and see some darker clouds coming in, so definitely want to try to get this thing done. Now I use this little Ava Pal, I guess is how you pronounce it. Got it as a Christmas present, but you can find them on Amazon. They just take a little charger. You can plug it in your car or truck, whatever, and let it charge, when you're not using it or whatever. And it holds a pretty good charge. You can charge your phone several times off of it. I take it to summer camp. Plug it in. We got green light right there. It means it's putting juice to the car, and once it starts, it should start. Hear it clicking, it means it's working. Let go of me. Oh yeah, we got like a crap load of voltage. That didn't sound good. Alright, first attempt wasn't very good. Let's try this again. Uh-oh. There we go. Getting juices now. I can hear it. Hey, there we go. Let's open the door. Need to pull this box off. Let the alternator do its thing. It automatically discharges. That's one thing I like about it. Let's jump in here. Alright. Alternator is doing its thing. Now we get to put it all back together again. I'm just going to leave it running while I start putting it back together until I got to put my fingers down in the technical spots where, look how dark my fingers got. But, let it do its thing. Let's charge. Let's do all this fun stuff. I'll do the work and sweat to death here. No biggie. Trying to knit. There we go. There it is. Guy usually has more than 10 millimeters. Well, he knows what to do with. Can't find them. put Lucas in it at one point. There we go. I ever tell you I don't like engineers? Only 562 times in this video. Now we're cooking with propane and propane accessories. Another project that bites the dust. Another project bites the dust. Another one done. Another one done. Another one bites the dust. We're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Well, we just went for a test run and well, we made it down the road and back, so I guess it's good enough for my wife to drive. Probably should have done an oil change, but that's just a lot easier to take somebody. Well, I hope you all enjoyed my little project for the day. Maybe learned something. I learned I still don't like engineers, especially automotive engineers. Not a mechanic's friend, let alone a redneck's friend. So, y'all stay safe out there. God bless you. Go over and check out Lad's Trucking Diaries. We'll be over there doing some trucking again this week. We got to get from Missouri to Ohio and back to Missouri as quick as possible. Like lightning. Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen. What the heck am I saying here? Been a rough weekend on automobiles here around the Lad compound. Poor old Lad Wade got its first deer. Wife's car. Had to get an alternator. We gotta get back to work, pay for some of this crap.